Okay, week 17, the natural wonder of stone arches and rock bridges. So today you're going to be talking about center of mass and erosion, limestone, natural bridges, sandstone, and stone arches. So before you do the activity, you're going to talk about what natural bridges and stone bridges are. There's a lovely picture in here and some nice long explanation about them, several pages worth, about what they are and how they're formed. I went and looked up a bunch of arches and bridges and copied them or printed them so that you can show pictures. So these are arches, and on the back I wrote where they're from or where they're located, and if they're an arch or a bridge. Usually it's pretty obvious to tell if it's an arch or a bridge, but that's not the case always. So most of these are arches in a place called the Arches National Park in Utah. This is a stone bridge in Virginia. This is another bridge in Wales. So they're great pictures. So you could show them kind of one by one and say where they are. And some of them have like an interesting fact about them on the back. And then as you're handing them out, or as you're going through them, you can hand them out and kind of let the kids pass them around and look at them. They're really, really beautiful. This one is China's Ferry Bridge, which is has the longest span of any natural bridge in the world. So that's really interesting. And this is another one that's in the U.S. in Wyoming. So I have all those pictures for you. And then I also have a clarification that's not in the notes that I found online that talks about the difference between a bridge and an arch, natural bridge and natural arch. This thing says a natural arch is made of rock with a hole that was formed by natural forces, and a natural bridge is a type of arch where water is the natural force making the hole. So water being specific to a bridge. So I don't know. It doesn't say that in our lesson plan, but I thought that was really good information. So the activity is going to be building a bridge with books. It tells you to have 2 chairs. I've got stools that are the same height. It says to put them 2 feet apart, but it did not work when I did that, so I did them 1 foot apart. And I'm gonna have a tape measure for you to just make sure that you are only 1 foot apart, because you want it to work. All right, and then I've got golden books for you to use. So there's, in the lesson plan, there's a lovely picture that shows you exactly how to build this bridge. You also need to make sure that you're putting your book right at the edge. Oh yeah, hang on, this one's all the way on. Put it all the way at the front edge of the chair or stool. A little bit back, maybe. And you're trying to make both sides, even. The truth. Yay! So it worked. Okay, so then after you have your bridge built, you're going to use some string and some painter's tape, because I don't want you to mess up my books, to tape a piece of string from the middle of each of the bindings. And I'm not going to do this right now. I want you to just imagine that we have a piece of string dangling from all 9 of those books, the middle of their bindings. And then what you'll find is that it's going to look kind of like this. And it's supposed to just show that the center of mass, as long as it's all, let's see, the amount of mass that's supported by the chair. I don't exactly understand what it's trying to show. It's kind of late. I'm trying to finish these videos. Center of mass. You can see, okay, yes, I'm sorry. It shows you where the center of mass is for each book. So that's just an interesting little addition to the activity. So that is week 17.